for the Canadian Securities Exchange? Well, the Canadian Securities Exchange is actually a startup. And like many successful startups, it took a long time for us to get over the hump. The organization was obviously first recognized as an exchange in 2004, and we came out with 3 listed companies. Now we have more than 800 companies at this point, and we're an extremely important part of the early stage capital formation ecosystem in Canada now. Just as an example, we helped capitalize the cannabis industry in Canada, the United States, and overseas, beginning about 10 years ago or so. More recently, the last 3 to 5 years, we've been home to many of Canada's new mining companies. And these are the mining companies that are looking for the so-called battery metals to assist with energy transition in Canada and around the world. We have a lot of common experience with the entrepreneurs that are listing companies on the exchange. And as I say, that shared experience, the not knowing whether you're going to make payroll, the development of new business strategies on the fly to respond to different market conditions, is exactly the same thing that the entrepreneurs that are working with us have to go through to get successful in their line of business. The Canadian Securities Exchange is part of a unique capital formation ecosystem really in the world. There's nowhere else where small companies can access public capital. Most other countries in the world have to go to private equity for their growth capital, or they have to rely on bank financing, or other instruments which can be very expensive and deeply dilutive for those particular companies. So with public capital almost uniquely available in Canada, entrepreneurs can acquire the kind of growth capital that they require from the public at very attractive cost. Now, the other thing that I would say is it's going to take longer than you think. It will cost more than you think to get to where you want to be. And so the idea is that you have to have grit, determination to survive the difficult times that I mentioned earlier. Surviving in many respects is winning. And so it may not feel like it at the time, but the fact that you're still there, that you're still moving forward is in fact success for many businesses. Well, one of the great things about my position in leading the Canadian Securities Exchange is being able to get out to places like Calgary and Vancouver and Toronto and Montreal and so on across the country. And that way we really see the impact, the positive impact that we have on the entrepreneur community in Canada, really across the country. And to see so many people that are supportive with us and that we have helped and that are helping us to continue to grow for the next 20 years is extremely gratifying for me, and speaking on behalf of our team, very gratifying for them as well.